Oral and written language. Yeah, both of them are types of language, but there are a little bit of difference. For example, in oral language, we are talking about public speaking, a chat, and no, the WhatsApp's messages are written language. Somebody asked me that. Yeah. So the written language it's more static. For example, you can do it like I said before, WhatsApp messages that you are in your phone writing and send it to the other person or people if you're in a group. Written language could be also like the little notes that we made in class. We don't have to, but we used to do that when we were little. So the thing is, oral and written language, in both we transfer a message and the other person decodes the message and it's the same. The difference it's meanwhile the oral language needs precision because for example you need to order to be in but precision in oral communication comes only with a great deal of preparation. For example, I have to give this speech about the mammals and I don't know anything about the mammals. So my oral communication, my oral language, it's not going to be good enough to transfer the message that I need to transfer or that I want to transfer. Why? Because I am not prepared enough to do that. And that's another thing. Words cannot be erased. For example, I'm giving a lot of examples so you can understand me and my point. So I am saying, for example, we are talking and I misunderstood your message, and for example, we are exchanging a very important information about politicians, and I am saying, yeah, Yamate doesn't get as president. That's wrong, and for example, in a debate, I can retract myself because I already say it. In written language I can write and say, oh no, this is not correct, this doesn't sound good, this can be mislead to misunderstood, so I can't erase it, put a little bit of liquid paper and all of that. In the other hand, we have written language, and I already like involved you a little bit in this one. So a written language can retract yourself, you're gonna say it, and choose your exact words with time. And you can make a written essay very sophisticated, very intrigued, because you have the time. And if you don't present your written essay to your teacher, uh, the final one, she's not going to know about what you were talking about. Meanwhile, in oral language, once you say it, like I said, you can't retract it like that. It's impossible. The only way possible is with a time machine, and that's not possible, at least now. So the writer can rewrite and rewrite, and of course can reread how the grammar, how the comprehension, how all of that it's going to do. So similarly, a reader can read your essay, your passage, or your message indeed really quick, really slow, and do it one and another and another and another one until he understands it. So this is a thing that can help the reader to get a little bit better the information. So that we already explained explain what's the oral and what's the written language, we can choose it. And even if we can't, we have to have in mind that both have his positive and negative things. Neither of both has the perfect mix. That's not possible. For example, in the written, you are going to maybe have a grammar mistake and you don't see it. So it is going to be in that way all along. In oral, you can do like a and just forget what you're talking about. So oral has a little bit more of energy, but written it's a little bit of more carefully singing. You have more careful with that. So it's up on you of what you like. I exclusively like oral because I don't know, written, it's like I read and I am like, oh no, this is bad. This is so bad. So yeah, it's up to you.